Hiya, on this glorious, glorious day, I'm going to do a set of videos that will be me reading something that is who and where I am today, that helps me to be the person I am today and to keep me mindful, centred, on a programme, living the life I want to live and being the person I want to be. And my first reading today is out of a book called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, and it's by Dr. Wayne Dyer, who is just one of the most amazing people I've read in this sort of genre. He's just an amazing man, I think. So he's also done, because I've read some of the Tao and I've looked at Tao is another word for the way. So it's about a spiritual path basically in Buddhism and stuff. And I've done Dr. Wayne Dyer's, it's like him explaining the Tao. I can't remember how it's worded, the book. But anyway, it's about him explaining it in terms that we can understand, because I've done video, like Zoom meetings on it, and it's quite confusing. But it applies to life all the way through. It's just getting somebody to explain it to you better. Anyway, this Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life is an excellent thing, and this is just a way of him explaining some of that. So I'll read it to you. It says actually, imagine yourself as a tall, stately palm tree. Be an organism without goals and objectives. Instead, stand strong and successful, capable of adjusting to the forces of nature. Now we have to adjust to everything, don't we? Because nothing stays the same, everything changes, everything in life. Be willing to adapt to whatever may come your way by initially allowing yourself to experience that energy, much like the bending tree in hurricane force winds. When criticism comes, listen. When powerful forces push you in any direction, bow rather than fight. Lean rather than break. And allow yourself to be free from a rigid set of rules. Now these set of rules are your own, in you. In so doing, you'll be preserved and unbroken. Keep an inner vision of the wind, symbolising difficult situations, as you affirm, I have no rigidity in me. I can't say that very well, can I? I can bend to any wind and remain unbroken. So in other words, any change in your life, you can bend or lean or bow, and you won't be broken. I will use the strength of the wind to make me even stronger and better preserved. So in other words, you will learn from those things that have bent you or not broken you, bent you, made you lean, made you bend. You will learn from them. This simple teaching is so pleasant that you'll wonder why you didn't realise it before. In the Tao, which is way, in the way time, acknowledge the storm and then allow it to be felt in your body. So you feel it. You're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel suffering. It's part of life. Allow it to be felt in your body. Observe it without judgment. So don't think, this is going to cripple me, this is going to kill me, this is the worst thing in the world. Just observe it. This is how it is at this minute. And just like the tree bends in the wind, as rigidity appears, notice that as well, allowing the winds to blow as you exercise the way, the Tao, in place of ego. So, as rigidity appears, can't say that word, can I? Notice that as well as allowing the winds to blow as you exercise the Tao, so what we've just said, in place of ego. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm not going to let this happen to me, or this is awful, I can't let anybody know about this happening, or no, I'm not sitting and lying down and letting people walk all over me, or oh, isn't this horrendous, it's going to change my life. Instead of doing all that, which is your ego. And I will talk as we get further down in my own story about ego. Instead of doing all that, you just allow things to be. Do you know what? If it is like that, it's not a reflection on me. It's not, I'll just exercise in the Tao is, that's the way it is and that's the way it's meant to be. And if I can do something about it, I will do. I've got cramp in my hand. If I can do something about it, I'll do something about it. If I can't, then what's the point in trying to bend it to my way and my will? It's not going to work. All I'm going to do is frustrate myself in the way. Instead, I'll be like the tree and I'll adjust myself to it. Seek to uncover the root of your stiffness. So why are you so rigid in those things? Why are you so wound up by them? And achieve greater flexibility in the storms of life. Again, the tree bends to the way things are. But you know what? The tree still stands firm, doesn't it? Solid. Totally and utterly. They're a life force, just like we should. When seen as this kind of opportunity to open the way energy, the Tao energy, storminess can be transformed into exhilarating events that uncover more of your true nature of love. Which basically for me that means that once we are not so bothered by these external things that happen, these things that make us, would in some ways or in the past would have made us react. It's respond and react, like I said last time again. Instead of doing that this time, it's going to be that we acknowledge it. Okay, well, you know what, that's not the best of things, but it's how it is. I will ride it out. You know, if you can't do anything about it, obviously, if you can do something about it, then you do something about it. But like the tree, if you've got a hurricane coming, you've got two massive forces of nature there, haven't you? You've got a massive big tree, hundreds of years old, and then you've got this hurricane coming with the power of the wind, you know, the power of earth, everything, you know. And if that comes along and decides it's going to blow that tree, it's going to make one of the branches come off, it's going to make the tree bend, it's going to, well, the tree can't do anything about it, can it? He just has to stand there, accept that that's going to happen. And as you've probably seen, and I took photos of it myself the other day, if the tree does get broken, it doesn't mean it's over, does it? You know, you can see trees where there's just a stump. I took a picture of one in that Brotherton Park the other day, where there's just a stump, and you've got a twig growing out of it with all branches coming off it, and leaves. You know, there's things where they'll grow in the cracks you know, the seeds will come off and the tree's growing again. It's basically about not wasting time, energy and heartache and brain power and making yourself depressed about things that we have no control over. The way of life, the Tao is the way. The way of life is going to be that these things are going to come along. Nobody gets through life without something happening, and the more adaptable you are to things happening, the more you will adjust to change, the easier that will be for anybody. I promise you, the easier it will be. You're still going to have sad times, you're still going to have upset times, you're still going to have times where you might feel like you're broken, but you're not. And just see things for what they are. Massive subject again, and I will be coming back to this time and time again, probably in different ways and different books. But just thought I'd read that this morning, thought it was a really good way of explaining about our rigidity in things. I hate that word though, can't say it. And how if we don't adjust to things that happen in life, because it's going to happen, we're not going to stop these things happening, are we? Then we make life more miserable for ourselves and harder for ourselves. And I think the aim of most of us is to make it a bit easier and for all of us is to be happy. That's the goal, isn't it, in life? Anyway, it's an absolutely another scorcher day. I don't know if I'm going to do my next life one because it's just too hot to concentrate. So I might do it later when it cools down a bit. Well, that's reading for today. Speak to you all soon. Also, if this comes from my YouTube now. So if you've got YouTube, you could go over and like and subscribe to my YouTube. At some point, once I've got enough people subscribed on my YouTube, I can go live on there, which will make things a lot easier, and then I can just share them and stuff. But you could have so many subscribers and stuff like that before you can go live. So yeah, please do and share posts and just help me out. Also, if you put little love hearts on me things instead of likes, apparently the algorithms work so that more people see it. So you can just put little love hearts or comment on anything that I put up. More people get to see it and it gets out there, and the only reason I want to do that is so we can help more people. Because I'm sure it will help some people. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Don't forget to look up today because it's so beautiful. And be grateful for this gorgeous day with her. Speak soon. Bye.